first mission, I was flying co-pilot with a guy who was experienced. He had 5 missions in, and the target was a bridge at a place called Kassel, Kassel, I think is how you spell it, in Germany, up around the Ruhr Valley somewhere. But there were a lot of us replacement pilots coming in that were on that mission because they figured there was no heavy anti-aircraft around this bridge, so it would be a nice milk run for the group. They wouldn't plan on losing too many people. And the new guys would get a little taste of combat flying. Well, I went through the routine of going down to breakfast at 2 a.m., not eating at all, because they had chefs all in the mess hall all set up with how would you like your eggs, sir? Any way you wanted your eggs, they could make them for you. And all that I could think of was that this condemned man ate a hearty meal, and I didn't want to eat at all, so I had a cup of coffee for breakfast. We finally were airborne, probably around 5 o'clock by the time we got off the ground. Headed out, and I was very nervous. I was uptight. I was going into something that I never had been in before. And we went all the way over France and into Germany. And it was just routine formation flying. We used to alternate who was doing the flying between the two pilots, 15-minute stretches, because it was a long day, and it was very hard physical work flying a big airplane in a fairly tight formation. So anyway, we finally got to what's called the IP, the initial plane. It was where you turned and went onto your bomb run. It was usually 15-20 minute run down the bomb run in a straight line while the bombardiers all get their sights set on the target. And of course we were doing what they call pattern bombing anyway in those days. We just stayed in formation, and our bombardier just hit the switch when he saw the smoke bomb go from the bomb bay of the lead ship. About halfway down the run, we opened our bomb bay doors, and I was just sitting there. The other guy was doing the flying and doing a good job. And all of a sudden, out in front of me, I saw a big black burst. And I had a strange feeling that might have been a burst of flak. I wasn't sure because I'd never seen one up close before. That happened to be right dead on our altitude and dead ahead of us. And before I could think any more, the next one hit us and took out number 3 engine.
Jeez.
And I fitted the prop and shut down the engine. Since I wasn't flying, I did that. Later, the guy that was doing the flying congratulated me on how efficiently I did it. I couldn't remember doing it. Because the next thing I saw, before we were getting a lot of flak coming up then. It was putting holes in our wing, little flowers where the flak come up through the wing. Goes me to lift a hole. And I was pretty nervous then. I was learning how to switch from a prayer to a curse without missing a word. Just keep them going, you know. All of a sudden, I see the lead ship going out to the side by himself, leaving a big trail of black smoke.
Geez.
And that to me was my first real, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know?
This is all real.
Yeah. But then it got worse because the deputy lead, which was the next guy flying off the lead ship, was supposed to have his equipment for the bomb run there all on the target and be ready to take over, and he wasn't quite, so the whole formation went out. We went around back to the IP and did it all again. And I was cursing a lot, and I was cursing the people who do stupid ass things like that. After that pounding that we took, we lost 2 or 3 airplanes on the way in there. Weren't supposed to do that on a milk run.
No.
And we got our bombs away after the second bomb run. And we got right out of there quick, which I thought was wonderful. And I get up to the barracks after we had gone by the intelligence officers to question us about everything. Had a drink, cognac, first time I ever tasted cognac, and hot coffee and sandwiches. Get in the back of a truck, and they drove us up to the,
How late was this?
oh, this was around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So it was a pretty long day.
Yeah, very long day. But we all had a package of gum given to us. That's one thing they gave us, is a package of gum for each man, 10 packs of gum, 10 Milky Ways usually, and a bottle of stay awake pills. I forget the name at the moment. Benzodrine tablets. In case you started to fall asleep. Well, I didn't fall asleep, not on that trip. I was too high. And I got back up to the barracks, and I was sitting in front of the fireplace that we had there, a little pot-bellied stove, trying to get warm. And his name was Andy Katruba, came from up by Eggleston Square in Boston. I knew his neighborhood, so we hit it off kind of before my first mission. And he came in, he said, "Hey, Raj, how'd you like that?" I says, "Well, quite frankly, Andy, I didn't like it worth a damn. Kind of scary. If that's a milk run, what does a real mission feel like?" He says, "That was no goddamn milk run. Let me tell you," he said, "that was a tough one. We lost guys." And we did. But that was a mission I will never forget. I had other missions later on that more damage and problems, but not like that first one. I got so that I could tolerate a little bit more of this people trying to kill me.
Yeah, okay.
It didn't work anyway. But that's